Hi there, folks. I'm Grant Stinchfield, and this is Carry Guard Daily. The new year brings new resolutions. This year, I have a great idea. Recommit to your training. It could be the single most important decision you make this year. Sign up for Carry Guard and the elite training we talk so much about, or find an NRA certified instructor near you and take a self-defense or firearms instruction class. It could save your life. We've told you time and time again about the importance of situational awareness and training, and how it has saved countless lives. Tim Miller is a longtime federal agent who now helps train others. He told us about the first time he ever had to pull his firearm on a bad guy.
Grant, I'll tell you, I've done it, hundreds, if not thousands of times in my career. And I will tell you, the first time, it's almost autopilot. If you get good training, I started with the Fairfax County Police, great police department outside of D.C., and we trained heavy and regularly for confrontational situations. And if you have good training, you really do kind of go into autopilot, subconscious mind. That's where your files are stored that you need in a crisis. And if you've got that good training, boy, it happens kind of autopilot, and at the end, you're like, wow. Where it becomes a problem is if you don't have that good training, or if it's just kind of sterile range training, then you can very well go into a freeze scenario where you're trying to figure it out in the midst of a crisis. And you can imagine that's disastrous where split seconds count. And I think that's my encouragement to all of your listeners. Don't sit back and wait and hope that someone else will save you in the midst of a crisis. You be that person. You commit. And it does take a commitment. You're going to have to commit to really learning that firearm, to training with that firearm, but also it's a daily thing. I tell folks everywhere you go, you ought to be asking yourself 4 questions. Number 1 is, where are the exits? Number 2 is, what's going on around me? People need to be observant. They need to pay attention. Number 3 is, where's cover and concealment if I need it? And then number 4 is, what's my plan to get out of here? Because if you go through that checklist everywhere you go, you're going to be ready for something, whatever happens. And, I get people, oh, you're paranoid. No, I'm not paranoid. I'm prepared.
Hey, I'll tell you, that is great advice from Tim Miller, a great guy, in fact, as well. All of that is about situational awareness, assessing your situation and then making sure you're prepared if something was supposed to happen. That's what Carry Guard is all about. Tim Miller, of course, is with Lionheart International, and we thank him for coming on the program. We thank you for watching. This is Carry Guard Daily. Of course, watch tomorrow, 1:30 Eastern Time for your next episode. I'm Grant Stinchfield.